Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii Ware review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Rainbow Islands Towering Adventures, which if you've never played it before, it's basically an arcade platformer. Just going to cut to the start looks of all this. So there we go then. Options is pretty basic and boring, it's just like sound effects and music, that's it, other than deleting your data. Results is what you'd expect it to be, it shows you your results. You've then got Start, where you can go to Story Mode, Challenge Mode, Time Attack. Time Attack's basic stuff, you beat a level and the fastest you can do. Challenge Mode, I'll show that up a bit later on. For now, Story Mode. After you beat one of the levels, which there's 7 overall, so I've just got access to the first 3 here, just not to spoil much. I'll show a little bit of them all off though. It's co-op as well, but you can start the game from any of the levels basically after you've beat it, and it's one of them things that the first level is annoying as hell because of this. No matter how many times you beat it, you get this story. And it takes quite a while to do it, so I'm just going to have a little quick cut here. So there we go then, there's the story mode gone. If you've never played a Rainbow Islands game before, basically it's like the sequel to Bubble Bobble, because Bubble Bobble obviously you were Bob and got turned into dinosaurs and then beat the game and got human again. Well, Rainbow Islands was the sequel, and this is a continuation of the series. It's no longer just a sequel to the thing, it's a series in its own right. And there's all sorts of things going on that I have to explain. Basically, you can do rainbows which kill the enemies. You can get these potions which increase your fire rate, and you can get other potions which increase your range. You can even get a potion that increases all 3 things that the potions do, because you can get speed upgrades as well, which is pretty cool. There's then these star rods here, which when you get them, then stars come out when you jump. There's all sorts of power-ups on the game. There's ones that increase your rainbow jump, which I'll get into that a little bit later on. As you might have noticed, there's these crystals everywhere, because the crystals are your timer, and your timer's in the bottom left corner, because when you get hit you don't die, you lose time. The bottom right corner shows how many diamonds you've collected by getting them all. It means you can produce a really powerful attack against the end of level boss. Just underneath the diamonds is also how high you are on the tower, because it shows you in meters. To the top right it shows you all the other stuff, shows you like your fire rate and things. There's as I've just got there, the red star, that you get them and stars come out, the yellow star, less stars come out, and in the top left every now and then a rainbow appears. There's basically so much going on the screen that it can be impossible to play the game at times, and that is one of the biggest downsides to it. Because especially if you've got bad eyesight like myself, I end up struggling, I end up getting killed, and I'm too busy trying to focus on myself that when I'm on co-op I end up getting my brother killed, and that obviously loses us both time instead of like losing lives or anything. There's power-ups like that clock there which I've just got, just to explain what's going on a bit more. Basically it stops the enemies. But as I was saying anyway, it's basically a continuation of a NES franchise. You can play the game on the NES if you want to, and to be fair it was on the arcade as well. So you can play it with just the bog standard stuff, or you can use some of the new stuff. If you hold up and push 1, you'll do a shield. You can't kill enemies with a shield, but you can actually like protect yourself with it, obviously from projectiles and that. Doing the rainbows, standing on top and pushing down will delete them. If you place them above you and jump under them, then that will delete them. You can kill enemies that way, and that's actually how you kill the bosses as well usually. Obviously you've got other things such as this, which hopefully it'll work, but I don't think I've got it. No, so I'll have to cut so I can show off the super rainbow jump, which basically every time you get a chain of 7 kills or more in a very quick succession, it increases your rainbow jump by a level, and it's a very powerful attack. So as I say, I'll cut to where I can show that off. To be fair, I know I said I was cutting away I could show off the rainbow thing, but I got up to a boss, so I might as well show what happens. Unfortunately, this is one of the downsides to the fact that you've got time instead of lives, because whenever you get hit by the boss in an awkward position, then it can do that to you where you're constantly getting hit over and over and over again until you run out of time, and it almost makes it seem like there's no point. So anyway, now, I promise, next thing I'll show will be the rainbow jump. So here we go then, I've finally got the rainbow jump up. You might be able to notice it in the top right corner that I've got it. Basically, the other good thing about getting the chains is that it gives you the crystals, and the crystals give you time. But here we go, this is the rainbow jump. It allows you to jump up and kill all the enemies that are there. And while that looked really weak, it can go up to level 7, so it's one of them things that the first level, yeah, it is going to be terrible, but level 7, pretty damn good. Anyway, enough about the main game, because I've said pretty much everything I can say, other than that 3 rainbows is the maximum of what you can get to increase your rate by, well, range of rate of fire, whatever you want to class it as. So now we'll cut into challenge mode, just to show off a bit of that. Right then, so here we go. Challenge mode, basically, the whole point is you have to climb the tower as well, high as you can. And obviously, however high you go is your high score. And that's it, basically. It is pretty simple, but it's a nice way to extend the gameplay, because it's a nice little fun thing to do, and you can do it on all the levels as well, all the 7 of them. So, as I say, it does extend the gameplay a bit. But other than that, there's pretty much nothing really left to say about the game at all, other than that I personally think it's a very fun game. I think it's a lot better than some of the other Rainbow Island games that have came out in the past few years that have been a bit of terrible, to be fair. And I would just hope that this sees the original come out on the VC as well soon. And I know that Parasol Stars is coming out soon, so hopefully the two of them will come out, because I think the originals are fantastic, and I'd love to see a remake of Parasol like what they've done here. So you never know, Wii Ware and VC, it might be a bit exciting for myself over the next couple of weeks. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the Wii Ware, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.